What's up, Wolverines? I'm Luis Martinez.
And I'm Lucas Bogardis.
And here's your news for today. Planning is well underway for the annual Father Dorda Duque S.J. Memorial Tombola. The 2023 Tombola is dedicated in loving memory of our brother Anthony Perotti. In his honor, his favorite color, orange, will be on display throughout Tombola. Tombola celebrations will now be week-long and begin on January 28th, culminating with the festival weekend, February 3 through 5th. Raffle tickets will be distributed upon our return from Christmas break. This year's grand prize will be a new Mazda CX-50, courtesy of Ocean Mazda. More special events are in the works and will be announced in the coming weeks.
The fair will be held on Tuesday, November 8th from 7:30 p.m. to 9 p.m. at the Sarria Family Dining Hall. Don't forget to register to participate in the activities hosted by the Museum of Discovery and Science.
The Gerard Manley Hopkins S.J. English Lab will serve students beginning November 7th. The lab will take place during high school flex in room C205 and Thursdays after school in room F205.
Through the English Lab, we hope to provide some support for students needing anyone to either proofread their essay or help them out with some analysis questions regarding any kind of reading in English or social studies or theology. Anytime they have to analyze literature or writings or work on a paper, the English Lab is there to provide any support or questions students may have, and it's with the students from NEHS and an English teacher there as well.
This Saturday, UM faces off against FSU in one of the biggest state rivalry games. But did you know our college counselors have their own rivalry? As the game approaches, Jay Camejo sat down with them to talk a little bit more about this rivalry.
Florida State, and Miami. Our rivalry is old as time. But did you know there isn't just a rivalry on the football field, but also in the office?
Alright, so is there a rivalry in the office? I think if you ask all of us, the answer will be no. I'm gonna say internally in my head, yes. And it's mostly right here. And I think Masikas and I would probably say that our rivals are to our sides.
Because they think they're the best.
Yes,
we are.
And they're not. So, is there a rivalry? Friendly, sure.
Yeah.
Yes, friendly. In my head? No. I don't believe in talking trash until you win.
Yes.
Yeah, it's hard to talk trash when we're just so busy with the work that we do on an everyday basis.
But the kids love to talk trash, especially this week. I've had a few kids coming into my office, or I see them at lunch and they're talking trash, and I'm like, listen, let the game happen, and we will talk on Monday. The most intense person in our office, Miss Busso. She follows recruitment. At the naval visit, she found, what was it?
The mom of a recruit who was committed to Notre Dame.
Recruit.
And I made her take a picture of me throwing up the U, and she sent it to him.
Yeah. Not normal.
Mario Cristobal owes me some money. But I will say this, to our credit, I have to say that we are not biased when it comes to college, the college process.
No.
I encourage everyone to go to FSU, to go to UF, to go anywhere. People make mistakes, that's okay. But I'm supportive at all times. And I think that's true for all of us.
Yeah.
We don't push one school over the other.
Yeah. All fantastic.
Reported for WBLN, I'm Jay Camejo.
Sure.
If you haven't heard, there's a cool new place in Miami where you can carve it up on 4 wheels. We go back to Jay Camejo who checked out the spot.
Skateboard in Miami is new in the South Florida scene and is trying to get the sport of skating to new heights. But where do they start and what do they do?
Skateboard Miami became a concept of skate park and entertainment center. The company behind Skateboard has been building skate parks in the United States for more than 7 years. And they always thought that there was a need for creating an entertainment center around the skating parks. They've been building skate parks for cities and municipalities, but the cities, they don't have the money, they don't want to spend the budget on creating something bigger. So we have facilities like there's a rental shop, a skate shop, a bar. Soon we're going to be having a restaurant. So it's a place where you can come, hang out, even if you don't skate. You can come and spend the day here, and we offer different activities.
Now you'll be wondering, where do I start?
At this moment, we're offering classes for anybody that would like to come. Mostly kids come, But we're open. If a group of teens would like to join us, we can have a class for them. We recommend starting with a trial class. It's a 30-minute class. At this moment, we have it on Sundays and Mondays. So on that class, the coaches teach the basics of skateboarding and park etiquette. People need to know when to move around a park when there are other skaters, so that's very important.
I spoke to skater legend Stevie Williams to see how much the sport has grown.
Man, the sport grew tremendously. When I started, it wasn't accepted in my neighborhood. It wasn't the coolest thing on TV. And to see it now, part of the Olympics, part of the culture, part of pop culture, being respected by adults, soccer moms, it's cool, yeah. I'm glad to still be a part of it. I'm glad to help be a part of pushing the wave. But, seeing it in my son skates, so I'm happy, yeah. It's a good thing.
Whether you're new to the sport or a veteran of the game, Skate Park Miami is the place to be. Reporting for WBLN, I'm Jake Camejo.
Oh, what's up, guys? Welcome to Sports for Today, Wolverines. I'm Jacob Mayo, and here's your sports. Give me that line. It's game day! Your Wolverines are taking our school rivals, the LaSalle Royal Lions, and what looks to be a great game. Remember, pack Tropical Park and fill the stands up. The theme is Hunters, and after this game, the Wolverines are going to the playoffs, where they were trying to get the first playoff win in a few seasons. Sophomore Lorenzo Rodriguez captured the individual championship, the school's first individual regional championship in golf. He broke the school record of scoring a -5, and senior captain Adrian Rodriguez had a rough first 9, but he turned it back around with a strong back 9, finishing -1 on the back. And 75 overall, finishing off his career at regionals with a birdie on 18, while his teammates were looking for rooting on him, and 8th grader Ryan Nieto balled out with a personal best, -1. Freshman Matthew Hernandez got off to a hot start also and managed an impressive +5. In his regional championship, and junior Joseph Muniz was the motor that kept the team motivated. The Wolverines will compete in the state championship at Mission Inn in Howey in the Hills, Florida, on November 15th and 16th. Good luck, guys. Tomorrow, the Miami Hurricanes take on one of their biggest rivals in the Florida State Seminoles in Hard Rock, as they try to get the revenge after 4th and 14 in the dope last year. I walked around the school to see what faculty and what students think will happen this game. All right, who am I here with?
Miss Bonilla.
Miss Bonilla, who do you think is going to win the game on Saturday?
UM.
All right, you think UM's going to win, so how much are they going to win by?
They'll win by 7.
7. Wow, it's a close game. All right, Coach, who's going to win the game this Saturday?
What game?
FSU versus UM.
Of course, Miami.
Why of course?
Number one, we're in Miami. We are Miami, and we're going to win the game.
How much?
I got Miami by 10.
Andrew Gonzalez.
All right, Andrew, who's going to win this game on Saturday, FSU or UM?
FSU 30-17.
Wow. Instant score prediction. Why that by that score?
UM's going to come out hot. They're going to take an early lead. But by halftime, when they come out, it's going to be over. FSU's going to take over. There's going to be more FSU fans, honestly. UM has terrible fans, so we're going to win it all.
So you think of a terrible fan base? You think there's going to be any fights in the stands or on the field?
I mean, with me, no. But in general, oh yeah, on the field especially.
Sometimes you gotta close the door to open a window.
But I think FSU wins by 20.
By 20, wow.
UM has no offense whatsoever. And I don't like both teams, but right now, any high school team can do a better job offensively than UM.
I do believe it's going to be a close game. What Andy said was completely false. He said that UM has no offense, which we had to Luke last game because Jay Garcia is horrible. But if TVD plays this weekend, we stand a really big chance the offense will become alive. and I think Miami will win 30. Let's say 24.
Yeah.
Well, you think the fans are gonna have a big impact on the game, like FSU fans?
I think so. I mean, a lot of people are coming down from FSU, you know, making the 7-hour drive. So we're gonna pack the house. Pack the house.
Go Noles, right?
Go Noles.
All right, guys. Who's gonna win the game on Saturday?
Knowles. Listen to me. If we're up by at least 14 in the first quarter, like it's gonna become embarrassment time. And if I'm a UM fan, I would probably leave.
Statistically, the best team in Miami because we have 5 national championships, while FSU has 2 and UF has 3. So
2013. When was the last UM one?
it doesn't matter because UF won the last one in 2008, 2001. So it's.
But are they a top 5 ranked university?
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Who cares about this? Go Noles! Can't wait for Monday.
Nope.
Can't wait for Monday.
Well, we will see what happens on Monday. Well, last night the Astros won 3-2 in Game 5 and are heading back to Houston with the series lead and look to close it out in front of their home fans. Also last night, the Eagles defeated the Houston Texans 29-17, and they remain the only undefeated team in the NFL. Dallas Goedert had a career night with 8 receptions, 100 yards, and a touchdown. And for the Texans, the rookie Dameon Pierce keeps tearing up defenses as he had 139 rushing yards last night. Your Miami Dolphins are taking on the Chicago Bears at home and look to keep winning after getting key additions in the trade deadline. A priest from Wisconsin is proving that you are never too old to compete. Father Dale Gruba is getting ready to hand cycle the New York City Marathon on Sunday. As Matthew Barturn explains, the 82-year-old veteran is a veteran marathoner who used both hands and feet to finish the 26.2-mile race.
Okay, are you ready?
7 days a week.
Everybody knows that I'm out here. They all say, hey, Father, good morning, Father.
You can find 82-year-old Father Grubba hand cycling the stretch of Canal Street in Princeton. An athlete in every sense of the word, dating back 42 years when he signed up to run his first marathon.
After about 6 or 7 weeks, you forget the pain of it, so then you think, oh, I could do another one. And that led to another one and another one. And
with a firm grip on competitive racing, Father Grubba is now closing in on 86 marathons, 22 of which have been completed from the driver's seat. A shift he made after a knee and back injury took him out of the running. From saying Mass on Sundays to cycling 26.2 miles time and time again.
I wore the bottom half of my body out. Now I'm wearing the top half out, and when I do that, then it's time to go back to God.
Father Grubba attributes his success to always saying yes. This Sunday, he's taking his sermon to the streets of New York City, wheeling his way to yet another photo finish.
And that's a lesson that I often tell young people too. Never turn down a challenge, because it can lead to some of the most fruitful things that you'll ever do in life.
Taking life in stride, one cycle at a time.
Some people might consider what I do extreme, but at the same time, I celebrated my 82nd birthday, and I'm in good shape. That's a real good feeling. Real good. I just have always, just looked at the positive, focused on the positive, and as a result, I've just lived my dream.
Well, Wolverines, that's all the sports for today. Let's get back to the guys at the desk.
Thanks, Jake. That's all your news for today, Wolverines. Remember to follow us on all of our social medias, and remember to stay safe
and stay golden, Wolverines.